Yeah, it's afternoon. Okay. Yeah. And 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I'm audible now?
Yes, still.
Okay. So we discussed about anomaly detection. You got a chance to work on that?
Yes, I mean, we run that code, everything.
No, I'm asking.
Working.
I'm asking Ramesh. Ramesh.
No, I will do that one.
Okay. Any like challenges or no time? Something like that.
No, just I stuck in that VS Code and that configuration Python issues and
Uh-huh.
that's the reason I didn't.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, you got the concept right. Why we need to go for anomaly detection?
Yeah, yeah.
So why we need to go for anomaly detection? When we use it? If I ask you.
That fraud detection or anything if missions fails and all unexpected things has happened.
So anomaly detection technique is basically to find out the
Outliers.
anomalies, the outliers. Correct? No? Any outlier. It can be transaction, suspicious transaction in a like a bank transaction, or it can be a mission which got failed due to downtime. That also an anomaly. So whenever I need to find out any transactions or any kind of outliers, especially outliers in my data, this anomaly detection is going to help us. Today, let us start the Snowflake features. Generally, the generate way and agentic features we'll see one by one. The Cortex AI and the Document AI. So we'll see how we can use them, and then we'll try to understand how we can start building some models by using these features. And we also have some AML features in interface. We also will see them. Just give me a minute. So we discussed about the Snowflake Cortex already at high level, but we'll go a little bit more granular way. Hope you're able to see my screen.
Yeah.
So when I talk about Snowflake, Cortex, so Cortex is not a new term. Even before Snowflake introduced this Cortex, there was a separate Cortex feature was there. Generally, people are using. So then the nature of any Cortex, a Snowflake Cortex or any Cortex functionality is to support to manage the entire ML or AS as a service, and Snowflake also coming up with a fully managed intelligent service which will allow the companies or enterprise operations where they can analyze the data to build these applications using the Snowflake AI and Data Cloud. So the Snowflake AI and Data Cloud is going to provide a instant access which we do not need to go and build any environment. So we're not going to need to build any environment. So directly we can connect to the interface No need to manage any GPUs, especially when you are dealing with this particular like high-end applications like document analysis or voice analysis, video analysis. These applications require some decent amount of infrastructure. We cannot use normal like standalone systems, or your personal laptop also is not sufficient. We definitely need some high-end infrastructure to deploy or host your models. And here in Snowflake, it is providing a instant access where you can directly go and host your models, and then we can start using them without managing the infrastructure from our side. And security is also one of the first priorities Snowflake is coming up, because data will be inside Snowflake, where you do not need to carry or lift your data to outside, or you do not even bring any data from outside. Generally, what happens, any model, when you are building, any model, you need the respective data also. Sometimes you bring the data from some other location, maybe three bucket or some other external source, and you will bring the data near to the model so that we can train the model using that data. But here in Snowflake, the model and data will be in the same place. So we do not need to go out of the model. The Snowflake data governance also will have a limitation and boundary where you cannot go, or you do not need to go outside. So the main objective why Snowflake also came up with this feature, because they want to democratize the AI. Everybody, they want everybody to use. See, what is meant by democratizing any feature? Do you know what is the meaning of democratizing? The term, Ranjan, what is the meaning of democratizing? Generally,
Maybe accessible.
no, making public. Correct, no? See, what is the democratizing means? You will give freedom to everyone, right? Correct or not? See, whenever I want to go on democracy means what? Everybody have a freedom to speak.
Right.
So similar to that, when I want to democratize something, I need to give them for either less cost or for free of cost. Correct or not? That is what some people are doing. If you go and see, example, for the machine learning and AI and all, there was a guy called Krishna Ek in YouTube. He and his some other friends, they started this iNeuron one company. They democratized the entire AI and ML. Almost they offered the high-end AI courses for just 1,000, and they gave a full access. That which is mean that you are giving whatever the high-end features for free of cost or less cost. So all the AI also, generally people, when before Snowflake came up with these features, everybody was struggling to build these AI applications. They need some high-end GPUs, and they need to build their own applications, and they need to train it, test it, and evaluate it and deploy it. So everybody was not ready to do that because it requires a high investment also. Correct now?
Yes.
So that is where Snowflake came up. They started providing all these features in one place with along tying up with data, and also they came up with a unique feature called scale functions. See, everything they are coming up with a function or a procedure. Even if you want to deploy your model, you will deploy through a procedure function only at the end of the day, or Python function or Python API. Even if you see, there are AI SQL functions. Like the AI SQL functions, they will simply go. We can go and apply on a column. So how you go and use a Excel? Correct? No. In Excel, you go and apply a function to the entire cell, right? Correct or not?
Yes.
Similar to that, here this Snowflake team is coming up with some functions which can directly apply to a column which is a text, or it can be even voice also, I can apply directly a function. Even video also. The voice analysis, if I want to go and extract some information from a audio recording also, I can extract. We have a function called a transcribe. Simply pass a group of videos, sorry, group of audio, and it will go and pick up what is the conversation about. That is the summary of the conversation. And on top of that, I can use a AI sentiment function to get what is the conversation like a outcome. It is a positive or a negative. I can get it. Generally, every company is doing that. They don't want to go and invest that much money on hiring the people and all. They are looking for a model as a service. For every purpose, they want a separate service. Correct, no? That's what happening now. In the market,
Yes.
if you see, everything is a service. Model as a service, data as a service, storage as a service. Wherever you go, every cloud like AWS, Azure also they are providing as a service, right? So they are offering to build your ML models, your customized user-defined models also. Like SageMaker will provide you in AWS. I can use it. I can build my own models also if I have time. If I don't have time, they also coming up with some features where I can directly use. Simply feed the data. It will build the model itself will collect the data and it will pre-process and it will generate the final outcome also with an API. Similar to that, Snowflake is coming up with some functions. Your AI feature is coming as a function here. So all the industry specific leading ML models are instantly I can use with open source. Because they're all you can imagine how much time it might have took to build such models for them who developed it. But you are simply using them as a function, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
They might have spent so much time and effort and money investment to build these models from the scratch, and they finally came up with the model to convert into a function. But we are simply using that as a service, so definitely they will charge us, right? For this, but for this effort and all. So when you are using that, you can use it, happily use it, leverage it, get benefit of it. But at the end of the day, they will charge you. Nobody can give everything for free. So this context feature, generally you can go and use it, and they are billing not like how they bill for normal Snowflake billing, because this is a compute which they are providing. They provide with on demand serverless feature which is the default for every Cortex function you are going to use. Any function you use in Cortex, the default compute will come with serverless, and billing will be pay per token or pay per execution. So it will be very helpful when we have unpredictable workloads and any type of experimentation, ad hoc reporting, ad hoc analysis I want to do. This is the best choice, because since I cannot predict it, I will go and use and pay. Correct, no? If I'm not sure how much compute I required, I definitely will go with pay as you go, right? Yes or no?
So why it is serverless, Sri? Because we can run through.
Snowflake will not provide any physical server access. That you have to understand.
No, we'll give that compute warehouse and all, right? So I.
Correct. But they are coming up with this because they have to maintain all this, right? Correct or not? See, we can create a compute warehouse. You can also use compute warehouse option is there, but that compute warehouse have some limitation, right? 300 nodes. I cannot get more than 300 nodes. Do you know that?
Mhm.
I cannot create a warehouse with not more than 300 clusters.
Mm.
What I have to do if I need more than that? Correct, no?
Okay.
So my
Mhm.
virtual warehouse limitation if you can try that once in the free environment, to try to create any virtual warehouse, try with 400, it will not allow you. The infrastructure have a limitation, right? In server, even they can't go and maintain that much capacity, na. That to this many people, they can't free for free also. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, I may not be using for that much bigger. Some people wantedly they will use it, no? 300 clusters for and minimum.
Hmm.
They can't even predict how many people will use like that. And to maintain this much bigger environment, they need to buy so much of amount of data. First of all, compute. They need so much investment is there. First of all, so they're coming with the service features also because they want to control from their side, and then they want to keep it as a shared environment only, right? Correct or not?
Right.
Even you are using whatever serverless features, the compute will come as a sharing service, not like a dedicated service, because we are not paying them. If you want to go with that kind of feature, go with virtual private edition, right? Generally,
Hmm.
to go to virtual private Snowflake edition, you will get everything as a private. So this auto scales instantly with zero management. This is where generally they will take care of. We do not need to worry about do I really require any additional capacity and storage. That is not our job, because they are providing the service. They will take care of, right, for the maintenance. So our job is to use it, feed the data. Got it? We have serverless also is there. Also provisional throughput also is there. Reserved capacity also is there. But the billing may basically will follow the credits over the time only. I can select serverless or both. There is option to select.
Hmm.
So while running that, it will ask you. Even if you go and run any Cortex features also, for example, while running, even if you go and see any Streamlit application or building also, it will prompt you which database, which warehouse, everything it will ask us. Any kind of production workloads, SLAs are involved. The provisioned throughput is the right choice. A serverless is just like a pay as you go, postpaid. Provisioned is the capacity which is you will go and decide. The user defined capacity management will be there, because in the production and all I cannot go and use serverless because sometimes you will have a like SLA also, correct? No.
Hmm.
So if you go to serverless and all, there might be a chance that you will share your resources and your queries may wait in a queue also. If you have a capacity management and you are managing and all, you can control that, right? So reserved capacity for guaranteed performance. That is the main benefit with this particular provision throughput. So you need to decide which one you want. You need to decide because the prices also will vary according to your choice. So instant elasticity. So because GPU cluster management and all not easy. If you go and see many companies, they are afraid of start using the services because they need a high-end infrastructure, GPU management, and most of the operations will go with the models and all will go with a shared region wise. They will be shared. So we need some automated scaling. You will not pay for the ideal GPUs. Any kind of like network traffic and definitely Snowflake will take care of. Only for what you are going to consume, you need to pay. So we need to mainly focus on the development of the application rather than operations and scaling all this stuff, because Snowflake will anyway it will take care of how to scale up and scale down all this stuff. We need to go and need to see, because that is scaling up also, there is no restriction at all. It can scale up to any amount of compute. We just need to use it. And coming to the models, if you see the most of the popular models in the industry are like the Llama model and Mistral model, and then Gemma. These are all from different companies. Snowflake has its own Arctic model. So because they came up with their own model, which will basically use it for searching, because most of the times you go and search the data, correct? No, as an analyst, our objective is to go and search finally and select the data finally and analyze it. So Snowflake came up with this particular model, basically targeting mainly on the data selection. That is the main objective, and especially the complex SQLs like SQL generation, automatic coding, and these are all now already now if you go and open any new account, right, you will see the Cortex or Copilot also integrated through the every SQL worksheet or Python worksheet. It will automatically prompt you what to do next. You do not need to go and type also. It will recommend you. You know, right? We will get some recommendations in Gmail also while typing. Correct or not?
Right. Right.
The same thing is happening now in SQL worksheet also. It is prompting now. They already integrated that. So what I need
Yeah.
to type next, it is already prompting. So we do not need to go and worry, because everything is coming up as a service now. So we need to go and start using them and get benefit of it. Only majorly everything will come with the functions. I was talking about functions is whatever you see, these are all functions only. Like for example, complete, AI complete, we call it as AI complete. So this function is basically to create the content. It will generate a text according to your prompt. And I ask something, it will generate. Maybe I want some information about maybe Snowflake Arctic model, it will generate. And I have a long description in my customer feedback. I want to summarize it. Then I can use a summarize function. Any emails will be there, correct? No? Sometimes a lengthy email will be there. I want to see the high end, what is the summary of the email or summary of the feedback. So this summarize function will try to reduce the entire content. And sometimes there might be, my company is running in a global level and I have so many branches, international branches, and my customers are scattered in all over the world. So country wise, my country customer feedback will be different in languages, correct? No?
Mm.
So assume I have customers in Japan, China, and then Spain. So these customers will not use English, correct? No? If you go to Japan and China, they will not even use English. They use the Chinese or Japanese only.
Yes.
Because when I interacted with my Japanese teammates also, some people speak English. They gave a Japanese training to us in Singapore, some separate classes. There was a session for almost a week to learn Japanese. So because some France customers, when I was with Citibank also, they type emails in French. Again, you have to translate it because they don't want to write in English. They want to use their regional languages only. So here, this translate function will try to convert any support tickets someone raised in different language. I can convert into localization, like English. Assume I have a column, feedback column. I can convert that into English and
Mm.
understand what the feedback about or what is the ticket about. Got it?
Yes.
And extract answer. This is try to find out answers in your document. Knowledge based search. Very typical use case we use many times. I will I'll upload some documents, but I'll search for what information I want. We'll do right generally.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We'll do na. What we can do. We can upload maybe 100 documents, and I will convert all those documents information to a structured form, and I can search it. Correct or not?
Yes.
So that we can achieve through this extract answer. I can extract answers for my context based queries by leveraging this extract answer from a knowledge base. It can be audio also. You got to understand, not only document. Huh? Assume I have a audio recordings, maybe 100 audio recordings. I can convert them into a structured form and I can apply this extract answer. You got it right? A
Mm.
audio transcription can be converted into a text column and I can apply this. Correct or not? Assume that there was a conversation happened last week between 100 customers conversation, and I collected their recordings all in MP3 form. But I want to extract some summary out of all these conversations. What I need to do first? I need to convert every conversation
Trans-
into
Text.
uh, text.
Audio to text, text to words, then
Exactly.
analysis.
First, you have to convert audio to text. Later, these functions, text-based functions can help us. That example, sentiment score. I'm talking the same. Any particular customer conversation happened last week. Some customers are happy, some customers are not happy. I want to find out who are happy, who are not happy, because that will decide my revenue, right? Right or not? So what I need to do, I need to collect all the conversations and convert them into a, like each customer conversation into a record, and that particular conversation in text form I will pass to the sentiment score function. This will give me the sentiment score. 1 means positive, -1 means negative. The customer say I am very much delighted. Correct, no? So according to that, it will try to identify.
One.
This is not acceptable. Some customers say in the call. See, I'm giving an example. Huh? How the sentiment analysis will work out. Polarity, we call it as. Do you know what is polarity in sentiment analysis? It is
Mm.
like the particular conversation is a positive and outcome or negative outcome or a neutral outcome. You can identify. This is happening. This is happening for every domain now. The sentiment analysis very popular use case. That only will decide whether customer is going to stick to my business or he is ready to quit the business. People do that. The customer sentiment analysis is one of the very common use case in most of the e-commerce or telecom. But before these functions were there, people used to write their own code, right? Correct or not? I have written some functions, customized functions for one of the use case in one of my project to find out the customer sentiment analysis, to find out who will be under risk. For one of the bank which I worked in, BNY Milan Pune, I have written some functions to find out the top 25 customers where the business is coming up. The 25% customers I need to go and target. And I started passing their information, and I started collecting their feedback. That feedback columns I converted into a sentiment score also. We have to, or else we cannot go and run the business, right? If that out of the 25% customers, assume even 1% left also, we are losing the business. Correct or not? Are you getting?
Right.
We need to be very, very cautious about the customers who are loyal customers. That's what generally people, the banks or any financial institutions or any companies, they will try to target these customers who are giving more business. They will calculate customer lifetime value also, CLT. The CLT, customer lifetime, they will call it as CLTV, customer lifetime value. They will calculate that how many days the customer are ready to stay. They'll try to calculate that customer lifetime value since the customer like registered or joined in our products, and what is their lifetime value. They'll calculate. So this is example. So what we are doing, we are simply using the cortex complete function and we are applying. So this is going to dynamically generate some content, whatever you see. Write a catchy tagline for a new coffee brand named so and so. So it will give you some output. If you directly going to run this particular select query, it will generate the product description. Where it will be useful, if I ask you, where this particular function will be useful? Any example?
For this, where is the input actually?
Assume that I have some products in my company. Generally, every customer wants to see the description of the product, right? Before they buy. Correct or not? As a customer, when you go and click on any product in Amazon, you will see the description or not, my question.
Yes.
Especially electronic goods. You will go and verify, right?
Yes. Configurations and
very good, correct. See, how can I generally people will try to type something, correct? No, type something or cut from somewhere, and they will try to attach to that product, correct or not? But what if I want to generate that particular description also automatically? I know the product, but I want to generate some description. Proper example, real estate companies use. They want to attach a property description. They want to generate a instant property descriptions to their properties. They can use this function, right? Correct or not? Assume that some customers are interested to look like in the properties which I posted in my the real estate website, but there is no description. Then people will not come to me, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Especially in house when you are buying a house, you will see so many factors, no? Number of bedrooms and what is the area.
amenities, score.
They will see so many things.
Okay, these all are we as a product owner we have to maintain. What is this function is getting?
It will generate that automatically.
Uh,
According to the product, it will generate the content for every row.
every row in the sense?
Assume I have some list of products in my database, and it will go and collect the information about the product, and it will generate a new column. It will generate a new description column, I'm saying.
Okay.
Automatically. It may search in different sources, but it will generate a new column. Are you getting?
So yeah.
Instead of you go and generate that column, the system will generate, no? Assume I have 1 billion records. I can't go and insert for 1 billion records, right?
Correct.
The description column it will generate. See, at the end of day, either you want to use it or not, secondary. But at least you will get some generated column, right?
Mm.
Instead of you type and go and insert something, if a column is generated, you can try
What
to.
is the input for that, for generating description?
The database will contain different tables, right? Product tables and all.
Uh,
Product categories will be there. Different tables. It will go and extra verify and it will extract and give us.
mhm.
You tell me how much time it will take for you to search and attach.
Yeah. Human it is taking more time. No, as you said, real estate. If you see in Bangalore, 4 areas,
Hmm.
you can we have 100 rows. Okay,
True.
one is near.
See, everything first depends upon you need a proper input also, right?
Hmm.
Your data input, if it is already available and you are unable to generate it on your own, then this will help or not.
Hmm.
See, this model, how you are going to use that is your choice. Secondary. That also, like, I can't go and blindly use, no. I will go and ask. But where it going to
Yeah,
search and all will be in your Snowflake database only, right?
correct. Yeah,
It will not go
exactly.
outside, which means that you need the necessary tables and information should be available in the database, then only it can go and search.
Hmm.
Okay, this
Got
is
it.
the AA complete. And summarization. So this will go and try to, unlike complete, it will not require any model as an argument, but it will select the best model to generate this particular summary also. So I have a review text and it is having a very lengthy paragraph the customer has written, like emails, as I mentioned, the call transcriptions, all see a conversation between customer and the call center executive may happen for 1 hour. Correct, no?
Yes.
I can't go and sit for 1 hour and listen to that and get my understanding, right?
In summary, you want.
It will give a summary at high level what happened. Even emails also, some people will write lengthy emails. Correct, no? That email body, it can convert into a summary. See, length, where length greater than 500 or all those 500, which are having 500 characters, it will try to reduce. The customer feedback, example, summarizing the customer feedback as a separate column. So this is a separate column, right? The review text is the actual one and this is the summary, whatever it is going to generate. Are you getting? Similar to the translate, converting the original language, maybe as I mentioned, some different language, and it will convert into, as I mentioned, English. It can be any language. It will try to convert to, I can convert to my original text maybe Chinese. I can convert it to English so that it will be easy for us. Correct? No. Maybe the report which the user wants to see, they don't want to see in the Chinese and they want to see in the English. Who wants to review? Then translate from language to language and what text you are converting. The target language also I can change, source language also I can change according to what text you are passing. And then extract. This extract is going to provide a specific answer to a question from a given source of text. And I can pass a semi-structured like JSON, Parquet, or unstructured data like a normal text also. So whatever that particular text is going to have, it will go and analyze it and will give the answer. Example, contract reviews. So extracting termination dates or penalty clauses from the long PDF. I may have 200 pages document because I literally know how pain it is to review 200 plus documents, each with 200 plus pages. The legal documents, the customers, the users, when I saw them, you imagine one document with 200 pages, they need to review like that 200 plus documents. How many days it will take? Example, I want to extract legal termination date. We don't even know where it is in the document. Our penalty class, one class will be there, some description. It also I don't know where it is in the document. It can be any page. But if you pass those 200 plus documents to this particular function, it will figure out. It will collect all the termination dates in every document and it will give you. Are you getting? Both of you?
Yeah, but even that sentiment analysis is no, we can give that keywords, right? Positive or negative something.
That it will generate. You do not need to give.
This one, there is,
See, this is basically extracting some answers for your questions. You need to ask a question. What is the effective termination date I'm asking? For the contract body, it will verify the
okay.
entire text. It will verify wherever termination date is there, it will extract and give us. See, the termination date maybe this one. But we
Got
don't
it.
know where it is present, right?
Yeah,
It will go and see, it is going to go and search for us.
the entire document, 200
Ah,
pages.
it can be in a 180 page or it can be 160 page. I don't even know. But this function responsibility is to find out that and give us. Are you getting? It may not be in the same page in every document also, right?
Correct.
So it will take care of. That's what the power. But all these features, I have written more than 2000 lines of code in 2017 to build. For one of the legal team, I also worked on a similar use case where I was extracting some columns from some documents. Why I was doing some NLP, NER, some kind of stuff, but it was not easy because there are so many challenges. First of all, that's compute, infrastructure, implementation. How can I process those many documents? Correct, no? I need a storage also, right? I need to store somewhere. Correct or not? I was using MongoDB, okay. But however, processing that much bigger amount of data, I was struggling to find infrastructure first of all. Nobody will give you. No IT support will be ready to support you to build these kind of applications. Most of the people will try to discourage you first. We cannot do this like that. If you directly use this function, do I need to depend on any particular person for infrastructure and all?
No.
No, I don't even need to talk to them at all. I can directly go and I can upload all my documents into a Snowflake stage. From there, I can go and process it, and then I can generate a contract body column, and from that, I can extract what answers I want. Right or not? The entire document text I can upload into a Snowflake column, right? Yes or no? I can do that. I'll show you some examples. Don't worry about all these functions, okay, one by one. This is what you are asking about, sentiment score. So 1 means a positive, 0 means neutral, -1 means very negative.
No, just what I am trying to ask you, in the PDF document, you can give some keywords, any keywords like termination date and all. So that will fetch, right?
It will fetch. It will fetch.
Uh,
That's what, see, that is what I asked here. What I asked here.
Joining
See,
date,
you do not
termination.
need to give the exact name also.
Yes, that's what
I
my
cannot,
question.
no, you do not need to give the exact
Got
name
it.
also. Just to give the approximate name also, approximate sets also. That's what these tools are doing, right? Even if you have typo mistake also, it will take care of.
Yes, yes, yes.
It will. I experienced all this.
Okay.
If you go to some of the tools like anti-gravity and Kiro, if I go and set something, even if I have typo, it will find out automatically. If I miss the R also in the termination, it will take care of.
Okay.
The termination, if I miss the R, generally, it will understand. That is the benefit with these models. I wantedly gave some mistakes also. You understood, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I saw in the demo whichever you gave initially.
I wantedly gave some
Yes.
typo mistakes also. I want to see whether how effective it is. So I experienced that. It is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Even these functions also. I built some applications using these functions. I saw them, how powerful they are. I will also show you some end-to-end use case of using all these functions. Okay. You'll see that. So sentiment analysis, sentiment score is a function. Generally, to build the sentiment analysis, we need to go and write so much amount of Python code if you are using Python. There are some libraries you need to go and install, import, and you need to the text you need to split into multiple words and then convert them into numerical form and then calculate the score. There are some factors you need to go and consider. So there are so many steps you need to follow. So application track the brand sentiment over a time by aggregating the score from daily social media feeds. Apple did that, in 2000, I think 16 or 17. One of the Apple model which they released, the sales went down because of tweets. Someone posted a tweet that it is okay, not as better as the previous model. That's it. That's it. The whole sales went down. One tweet, only one tweet, followed by some other people also tweeted. The social media became one of the biggest source. You understood, right? For any product you see, social media also one of the biggest impact nowadays. Do you agree that?
Yes, correct. Agree.
Any not only product, for any kind of marketing you are doing, even movie publicity also will be impacted. The movie reviews also will be impacted with social media, right?
Yeah, that influence is very easy.
So people that with this particular this movie teams, they will be very polite with this media. Others
Correct.
they will post something different.
They'll spoil their life.
It happened, no?
Yes.
GreatAndhra.com. You can see one guy. He wantedly post. He will blackmail people. If you don't pay me, I post a wrong review.
I know. Yes.
You know, na? That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes.
We cannot believe anyone. See, even you cannot say that's accurate also, right? Because of this kind of people. How many people will post daily, right? In YouTube or wherever you go. See, whatever I'm discussing about sentiment analysis now. So whatever my experience I'm explaining, but someone may go and explain in different way also. Correct or not?
Correct.
But we need to have a capacity and we should justify which is right and which is wrong also. If you don't have that capacity nowadays, the resources are too much.
Yeah.
Not like earlier. Earlier in 2014, they are limited, so that two people used to identify which is good, which is bad, which is wrong, which is right. There was some limitation, boundary, but now there is no boundary now.
Yes, yes, yes.
For every information, you have multiple sources. Which one to go and believe? We don't even know. Correct, no?
Yeah.
So this sentiment analysis especially, the social media is you can go and see for one particular information you will get in different links in Google also. When you search and which link to go first of all. So I suggest people go with the official documentation always.
Mm.
Correct, no?
That is the best way.
Always best. I go with
customer.
Excel document blindly because Snowflake will not cannot cheat cheat people now.
Yeah, there is there is one product, right?
Ah. See, Snowflake, their product documentation, they can't go and give wrong information.
Yes.
So better always go with the documentation which will give you right direction. I follow the same. I'm following since almost 2017. Even now, if I get any doubt, I go to directly documentation. I don't even go to any other source. Even for this, whatever I'm learning, new things also, when someone will post something in LinkedIn, I'll see that and I'll go and immediately check in documentation whether it is correct or not. Then only we can conclude, right? Then only I'll repost. You understood, right?
Yeah.
Whatever I'm posting in my groups, I verify, cross verify, and post with the documentation first. So sometimes if you blindly post also, some people verify and say this is not working. I got sometime one or twice that response. So after that I started cross checking. If I get something, if I want to share, I'll just cross check about that and I'll execute that first of all and see. Oh, it is working. Okay, let us post. Clear?
Yeah.
So these functions mainly we need to understand each and every function, what it is providing. You need to understand all pre-built functions and we need to go and use them according to our requirement.
Total, how many functions are there?
As of now, as per my experience, which I use all these 5 functions, I commonly use most of the times. Whatever you see, there are other new functions are coming up, but I still need to go and look into them. But as of now, these functions are very common. Whatever you see. So I'll show you some use case, end-to-end use case.
Yeah.
How to use these functions. Okay. Then you'll
Okay.
understand better. Okay.
Okay.
With some examples, if I show you, then you will get more clarity also, no? So whatever you are able to see now, once you see one example for every function, then you will get some deep understanding. Clear?
Yes, fine.
Now, so this I added some cheat sheets also here for AI functions and ML functions, and there are some functions especially available for even agentic AI also. These are all like generative AI and NLP. You got it right? These are all machine learning related. Some how you can go and directly predict and all and use directly, and these are all majorly
Agentic AI.
agentic AI functions. Correct, correct. But we are discussing on them. First, let's understand these functions. Okay.
Okay.
You can go through it once. Once you go through it, you understand a little bit deeper. I'll share some basic SQL queries.
Okay.
You can run and see also. For that, you do not need any tables also. For every function, that example, if you execute, you will understand what is the purpose of that. Are you getting?
Yeah.
So you just try them once. These 5 to 6 functions, just try with some normal text. After that, you can directly apply on a table column also. Then you will get some more clarity. This is Cortex AI. Similar to that, we can also use another feature, document AI also, but we'll discuss about that as well. One by one. After that, we'll also see voice ops, how to manage audio files also. I'll show you one use case, end-to-end use case on how to implement, how to convert audio recordings into text and how to generate some reports also. That is end-to-end use case. If you try, that will give you more beneficial and even clarity also.
Okay.
But because nobody is even using these features till now in the market, like this.
Yeah,
This
that's
voice.
what. Yeah, we need to more explanation to explain in interviews purpose for this
Exactly.
features and that's what we are also expecting.
You are You need to learn and you need to do some research also from your side as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Go and check the documentation. Go, don't only stop with what I'm sharing and all. You also need to do some
Yeah,
kind of
understood.
examples, some use cases you need to generate and work on that. Clear?
Is Snowflake Cortex is free? I mean,
See, this is
trial
free
version.
trial version is free.
But
Even if you are using you need to like set up in some region wise there is a command to use it. I'll show you, don't worry. Okay,
okay.
how to use it, we need to run some command to enable it. I mean, so how to enable it in your region, in all regions there is a command. I will show you how to enable it. Then you can also use it. Okay.
Okay.
But first try to understand what Cortex is helping us and how different functions, Cortex AI functions are helping in generative AI specifically. And we will see some examples tomorrow morning. Okay.
Right.
And coming
Tomorrow
to
morning, yeah.
yeah,
At what time?
we will connect. Don't worry.
Oh,
I have some other call. I'm waking up a bit early only.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all for today. I'll share this particular PPT and some examples, scripts. Please try to run and see them.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.